Sony menus are the worst. I mean, that's what everyone says, right? I mean, yeah, they're not good. But before moving to Sony myself, I was always wondering what exactly about Sony menus it was that just drove everyone to say that they were so bad. Was it organization? Was it the wording? Was it something else entirely? Now, with the redesigned menu system on the A7S III being included as a major upgrade mentioned by almost every reviewer, today I just want to show the kinds of frustrations with the current menu system so that if you've never used it yourself, you can understand a bit more what those are, and more importantly, how you can get past all that and totally just get used to the menus as they are, just like with any other camera. So let's get into it. Hey, what's up? I'm Scott and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more no-nonsense reviews and tutorials. So like I said, this video is obviously aimed at people who have never used Sony or who are maybe new to Sony, and I just want to get you to see firsthand what it's like trying to use and navigate through the actual menu system. Basically, I think there are two major factors that make the current Sony menus so bad. The first is just that there are so many pages within each tab. It makes it almost impossible to remember which page one particular thing is on unless you go to it absolutely all the time. But the bright side is that you can obviously set up a My Menu, several pages of My Menus actually, for those things that you use the most, like format, resolution, frame rates. In my case, for example, I just moved over to Sony, so there's still not that much in there, but I suspect that I will be adding more and more to here. You can even, of course, make those pages divided by category. So basically, you're making your own mini menu system, so you don't have to use every single one of the million options buried deep in the menu all the time. Now, this My Menu system is something that's pretty much the same with almost any camera brand, and honestly, I've always stuck to that more than the full main menu anyway. So yes, there is a lot buried deep in the main menu, but as long as you have a couple of My Menu tabs, as well as all the customization on the camera, I don't see it to be much of an issue at all. But that is reason number one why people say that the menus are currently so bad or so complex or so hard to use. But on top of those My Menu tabs, you've also got your function menu, which on some cameras like the A7R4, for example, you can actually even customize separately for photo and video. So on top of all those things which you've already put in your My Menu, which may be things that not necessarily minute to minute type things, maybe more day to day type things. But you can create a function menu with a bunch of functions that you want right at your fingertips. Things like steady shot, picture profiles, autofocus modes, and things like that. Now, that's all not to mention the custom buttons all around the body, and especially on Sony cameras, these can be super crazy customized as well. Once again, separate for photo and video if you want to. So now this does once again bring up the issue of this being an incredibly complex camera. Another reason that you could technically say Sony is maybe a little bit less intuitive to use, but it also means once you get used to it, you can make the camera do whatever you want and however is easiest and fastest for the way that you think and you personally use the camera. Basically, you can almost entirely bypass that whole terrible menu system once you get the camera set up how you want. So the second reason that I would say Sony menus are so bad, and this is a little bit more of a legitimate complaint in my opinion, is just that some things in the menu are worded or abbreviated in such confusing ways. For the most part, it's actually not too bad, but I mean, let's just quickly look at a few really weird ones. So for example, we've got this one, Reg Custom Shoot Set. If you click it, you've got recall custom hold 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's really not a lot of information about what that is. You've got continue PB for something like a clock interview. I think PB is playback, for example. This is the playback menu. You've got USB LUN setting. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's not all that bad, but the things that are confusing are pretty confusing. So at least until you know what these things mean, it makes the menu all that much more confusing. And even once you do know, the wordings are not always what you would assume that they would be. So even after using the camera for a while, you can have times that you're looking for something in the menu and it just takes so long to find it because besides digging through all those pages, you're like, what was that called again? But also just be aware that most of those things are probably not things you need to worry about in most cases anyway, so just ignoring them for the most part is probably a safe bet. So yeah, anyway, if you've been hesitating to move to Sony because of the famed terrible menu system, I would say don't worry about it. It can totally be overwhelming at first, but I love how much you can customize this camera. Honestly, it lets you customize things a lot more freely with a lot more options than Canon, for example. So while it's overwhelming at first, it is amazing once you grow into it. But hopefully that could just give you a little bit of a first-hand view if you're like me and you're wondering what about Sony menus is it that make people complain so much. And if you have any tips or tricks that you found especially useful in setting up your camera or setting up your My Menu, let me know down below. That would be a great place to kind of collect a bunch of really cool, useful tips. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and see you next time.